Hi collective, how's it going? I hope you're doing great. This is for all star signs. The first card, the Emperor in reverse, Death in reverse, and the Knight of Wands in reverse. Passion project, anger, shattered energy, delays, frustration. So this is the overall energy was Ten of Swords. Hurt people, and hurt witches. Something about someone feel hurt or someone don't want to change themselves. This domineering, controlling person. Lack of discipline, rigid and stubborn. Can be a tyrant and reckless. Resistant to change, fearing the change, holding on. Stagnation, decay, personal transformation, yeah. Passion project, anger, scattered energy, delays and frustration. And the Magician, this is someone who wants to have the whole and full control. King of Swords can have something to do with the King of Swords, who refuse to change. They want to stay in this stubborn and rigid mental mindset. Yeah, it has something to do with an Empress. Furious about the Empress. Jesus. Because the Empress challenges this stubborn and rigid person, you know. Yeah, try to maintain control over this Empress. I'm seeing strong Libra, strong Gemini, Aries, Scorpio, Sagittarius. Could be any of these signs, doesn't have to be, but someone who inhibits those energies. The Magician, please. Queen of Cups. This is someone who is codependent and insecure. And this has something to do with personal beliefs, freedom, going against the grain, unconventional, blind faith, misconception. Or is this King of Swords thinking that you have the misconception about them? Rapid action, movement, swift change, manifesting quickly, air travel. Yeah, someone wants to travel to this Empress. Yeah, but this codependent, oh my god, this is someone who is in deep shit because they choose the wrong person or something like that. They trusted the wrong person, marry them as well, perhaps. Yeah, someone was cold, giving them bad advice. Yeah, emotional manipulation. someone. This can have something to do with Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, who was emotionally manipulated to get into some very toxic marriage because they didn't take the leap of faith and move towards this Empress who they really loved, you know. And now they're mad, and they ought to be mad at themselves, not the Empress. Or the Emperor, take it as it resonates. What's the first row, please? What happened? What's the first row? Yeah, someone collaborated. With this player. Yeah, they wanted to isolate this Emperor or Empress so that they, oh my god, yeah, this is someone, this jealous, codependent bitch, you know, they tried to sabotage this King of Swords to come towards the Empress because they were jealous. So they did everything to stop this movement from this King of Swords. Yeah, they wanted this Empress to be heartbroken. They wanted this King of Swords to be heartbroken. Yeah, and they wanted to isolate the Emperor or this King of Swords to create competition, bickering, fighting, and someone worked behind the scenes to make this happen. I don't know. And this King of Swords, they didn't stand up for themselves because someone else come into the picture and said that this is rich, you know, hurt people. So this was a hurt man or woman who wanted to hurt this King of Swords so that this King of Swords didn't come towards their true love. Yeah. And they used the law of the religion, blind faith, you know. This is maybe this was a brother, a father, a group member, a cult member, perhaps. No, you can't go towards this Empress. Oh, I'm hearing this King of Swords. They allow this King of Swords to do everything. There was no rules, there was no boundaries. Whenever this King of Swords did anything wrong, the cult, the group, they tried to cover it in some shape or form, you know, so that they didn't have to be accountable for their actions. And I'm hearing this King of the Swords, they did a lot of foolish things. Yeah, they was like drugging themselves. They did something really stupid when they was intoxicated. And the group of people, they cover it up every time, you know. They even did stupid things at the workplace. That's what I'm hearing. Maybe they lost their job as well. And now this King of Swords is totally codependent on this group of people to have money, to have them taking care of him or something like that. All because they refuse to change, or they refuse to listen to the intuition. And now they're stuck and dreaming about the Empress, wanted to travel towards the Empress. Yeah. Star, the Chariot, yeah. I want to heal. I'm hearing I want to heal and travel towards this wish fulfillment of mine. Yeah. Because the Empress is my wish fulfillment. Yeah. Yeah, someone from their past, or this is who they was upbringing to believe, you know. You can do whatever you want. You will always have forgiveness from our Father, you know. If you can do whatever you want. It's like there's no boundaries, there's no limits. And this group covered this person all the time. They didn't have to be accountable for their actions. Yeah. And someone didn't want this person to heal, you know. This is healing, and this is getting away with something. This is fraud, this is lies. Yeah, and this is affecting their mind, of course. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, they're affecting their mind to believe that they're affecting this King of Swords mind to believe that, to have them believe that they are not worthy of something better, something else, because this is oh my God, this is someone who listened to this codependent fraud speaker, sweet talker, or something like that. Listen to everything they say because they're in this church or group or cult or what it is. Yeah, I'm hearing polygamous cult as well. Yeah, so they did everything to make this King of Swords lose faith, to not have trust in themselves. Yeah. There's some bad news about someone from the past, some bad news about they couldn't attend to something they wanted attend to, or something like that. Yeah, so this group of people, or this man who is very domineering and controlling, you know, the lack of discipline, rigid and stubborn. Yeah, this is the one who has the whole and complete control over this person. I'm hearing this person was on the internet all the time, flirting with people, hook up with people they met online, and do some stupid things with these people. And there was never any, they just laugh behind this person's back. Yeah, and they said to this person, just ask for forgiveness from the Holy Father or something like that. Ask for forgiveness. It doesn't matter what you do. just ask for forgiveness, you know. The Lord will always, the Lord will always forgive you, yeah, something like that. That's what I'm hearing. But they didn't take into consideration there is a cause and effect, you know. You're reaping what you have sown, and it doesn't matter if this person was forced to do so in some shape or form. They listened to these toxic people, you know, and they did whatever these toxic people said, asked them to do. Yeah. And of course there's a repercussion, yeah. Of course they have to pay for their karma, pay for their actions, you know, with karma. Yeah, now they're stuck because they choose someone. Yeah, they was manipulated to choose someone else because in this group's eyes, I don't know, maybe there's someone clouded their vision about this empress. This empress wasn't good enough. They didn't believe enough. They wasn't a member of this society or something like that. So they wasn't good enough. Yeah, so now they're reaping what they have sown. Their life will never get better. If they don't break out of this toxic cycle. And you know, this person has never take accountability for nothing in their life, you know. So this person had to, they don't know about anything else in some shape or form. They have an idea of what life without this cult would be, but they don't know because they're so brainwashed, you know. Yeah, it's like they're stuck, really stuck. Tell me more, spirits. Tell me more. Finality, differences, divorce, breakup, not looking back. Witchcraft, yeah. Someone is hexing, there's a spell. That's what I thought. Meaning, repeated numbers, synchronicities, there's some signs. Yeah. This person have been having much signs in the dreams. Everywhere they look, they think about this empress, they dream about this empress. And so and they think that you have a spell on them or something like that. But in reality, this is this group of people who has a spell on them, you know. Yeah, there was someone got pregnant in this cult or this group, so they think they have to take care of this child now, or this fake empress or something like that. Dismiss, disregard, ignore, look the other way, leaving behind. Yeah, this is what they need to do. They need to break the spells of these bad influences, you know. Maybe they are doing this, but I don't know. They're inspired by you, listening to music, thinking about you, emotional bond. And there are some song lyrics that reminds them of you. Yeah, Spirit is protecting you from this energy, because this energy couldn't come into your energy because of their toxic ways. No, they had to cleanse themselves first. Anything else? Anything else for this reading for the collective? Sexuality. Someone is still figuring themselves out. Yeah, this is someone who had so much pressure on them from this witchcraft, from this negative mind, that they don't know who they are, you know? Who am I? Yeah, change of residence, moving in with your partner. Yeah, they want to move in with you. And you've been bewitched, low spell. They think that you put a low spell on them. But in reality, this is not the case. Yeah, because you you don't do things like that. If you interfere in someone else's energy, you have to pay for it sooner or later, and you know this. You have the knowledge of this, you know. So you don't do those spells. You don't manipulate energies. There's rules for this, you know. And if you don't follow the rules, you are going to be you're going to pay the price sooner or later. I am keeping secrets from you, and I hope you don't find out. On sexuality, I don't know. I think you already know. And if you didn't know, you know now. And what is moving? I have lost faith in you, and I can't see a future with you anymore. So this is either you, this is your thoughts, yeah, or this is their thoughts, very wishy-washy, you know. At some point they at some level they want to move in with you, but on the other hand, they have lost faith, but not faith in you. First and foremost, they lost faith in themselves, you know, because they are brainwashed. What's the low spell? I am afraid that your feelings for me are not mutual. And yeah, maybe this is also that they doing the low spell on this Empress to have you back, or to try to have you back, or something like that. Anything else from the books? Moving, yeah, for the second time. The 7th house. This is the partnership house. Yeah. This is Libra, Venus, lovers, marriage. Someone is sad. Someone from your past. Ancestors applying pressure. Yeah, so this, their intuition, as I said, they'll have many nudges to call you or something like that, tell the truth. Spiritual jail. And stars, yeah, there's some healing left to be done. Manifesting, try to manifest you, reflect, make a decision. Narrow mind, this is the narrow mind that they were in, or is in, because of this cult, or what it is, sweet talk. Yeah, they used to sweet talk people when they met people online and so forth. They sweet talk people into believing anything, really. Anti-hero, you are always on my mind. Unreachable and distant, yeah, they feel you are unreachable and distant now. I fear you never forgive me. Okay, collective, I hope it helps. I wish you all the best. Bye bye.